when is an estate appraisal required and when is it not?
That's a great question. A lot of times people wonder, how do we value things that are going through probate? Whether it be personal, tangible property, things like guitars, furniture, jewelry, or bigger things like a home itself. The way that it works is if it's a county conservator, so if people are really fighting over the value of a house, whoever the administrator is, especially if it's somebody that's been appointed by the court, is always going to get an appraisal. That appraisal just gives us a ballpark, or what I like to call guardrails, of where we can sell this property. The truth about some of those appraisals is they aren't always accurate to the market, especially if we have big fluctuations up and down. It doesn't mean that we're going to be locked into those things. It just means if we're outside the guardrails, we might have to ask the judge to approve that sale. If we're talking about a family member, like a surviving spouse or a child handling the sale of the home, usually there's not even going to be an appraisal required for that. They can just use their best judgment. Now, they are held to a fiduciary standard, which means that they need to sell it for an arm's length transaction or a reasonable price. I couldn't just call Brad up and say, hey, I want to sell this to you for $100. We have to have it with some level of reasonableness there. But as long as you're doing the right thing, it's an arm's length transaction, a lot of times an appraisal isn't even required. If there is a co-owner on the property, a lot of times it is a good idea to get an appraisal just because you got to pay them out a percentage of what they're owed.
Yeah, and we're actually in the process of buying a land deal right now here in Cherokee County. And the family, there's 4 heirs, 4 brothers, and they had originally gotten an appraisal done, but the appraiser didn't do a very good job because this property is not in very good condition. We're actually buying it for significantly less than their appraised value on the thing, but the brothers all agreed to it, their attorney agreed to it, everybody's on board with it, and we're under contract to buy the property.
And that's how it often goes. Remember that appraisals are just anything else. They're just an opinion. Now, it's a certified opinion, it's an educated opinion, but at the end of the day, something is only worth what somebody's willing to buy it for. And so in turbulent times, a property that's distressed, especially if somebody has lived in the home for 20, 30 plus years, maybe neglected some maintenance, not updated it, and we're looking at a lot of money being required to make it what we call saleable or marketable, those things are going to come in under appraised value because appraisers usually aren't accurate with pricing in those kind of distressed properties, especially if there's any kind of roof, foundation, even yard debris issues are often undervalued whenever we look at appraisals.
Yeah, we just finished a clean out on a house here in Cherokee County. It took 5 40-yard dumpsters to clean this house out. There was a lot of stuff. I don't know that an appraiser could assess how much that costs. It was $7,000 to clean that house out. It was a lot.
Especially as we look at, as people get older, as they start to be more collectors of things, it can be a lot of money to get a house in marketable condition.
Absolutely, for sure. Appreciate you checking out the video, guys. Again, this is Brad with GeorgiaProbateResource.com here with Josh Nelson with Nelson Elder Care Law. We appreciate you checking out this videos. If you do have a house that you need to sell and you just want a quick, easy, fast cash, no BS offer, we'd love to buy the house from you. Or if you want to go the traditional route and list it the traditional way with an agent, I am a licensed agent in Georgia with one source in Woodstock, and I'd be happy to help you with that as well. So thanks again, Josh, for your time, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Thanks so much, Brad.